Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome. Tonight we're gonna have a new tournament started. It looks like a Coupe de Fleurs. It's gonna be a Coupe de Fleurs. Coupe de Fleurs, I think it's called the Flower Cup. We're gonna have in the Civ6 squadrons a new tournament that will engage everybody in the divisions. You know how in the Civ6 squadrons we got like 6 or 7 divisions. Well, they're all gonna play, and they're gonna start off from the division 6, division 7. I'm not sure exactly which one is the one from the bottom, and they're gonna work their way up to the top. Every week there are gonna be new teams being introduced, and of course every week I'm pretty sure actually the teams that didn't make it are not gonna be a part of the next stage, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna see an increasing moment, increasing skill over here developing in the Civ6 squadrons. I gotta say also tonight we got 2 new teams. I believe both of them are new teams. I haven't seen them before, and they were introduced I believe this season. Chop Yourself and Le Maisonneux, Maisonneux. On the other side, if anybody can actually tell me what Le Maisonneux means, I would really appreciate it. Also, bonsoir monsieur, et bienvenue. Mozrat, good evening sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for picking up that first promotion. I do see Ziltek, good evening sir, and yes, Chop Yourself, Kick W. They didn't have logos, not yet. Maybe they're gonna get some. I would gladly try to do some, not gonna lie. There are pre-banned civs, they change each week. Yes, I did actually take a look over here in, give me a second so I can put it up on the screen. I was taking a look at the organization part, the channel giving us a little bit of a story about the tournament, but I do want to double check if they are starting. No, wait a second, I need to actually move this and click buttons and then put it on the screen. There we go, we put it on the screen here so we get to see what they will do. We got a map choice, we got Pangea standard ridges. We're going to see over here how Vietnam is gonna be over there from the left side. Chop Suey is gonna take it out. Not gonna be allowed in the game. Pangea standard ridges, they don't want any void chain action. Who wants the void chain action? You know, you hear elephants, you're done. That's it. Have you seen how big they are? Now we can hope wetlands one day, but so Monsieur Rafifi, and yes, we might actually see it. Also Alex 2005, good evening sir, and welcome. And I gotta take a hello there, ma'am, and welcome. Choquela was almost you. Bienvenue. I did also notice. Oh my God, my mouse Blairod La Leaf. It's a French tournament. It starts with lower divisions like this match, and as the tournament progresses, the higher division teams join. Thank you so much for the explanation, sir. And bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Also, I gotta say, I'm sorry about the animation. I don't know what got into me, but I guess it is what it is. I made a mistake, and it got replicated everywhere. So what I can do is change the titles, but the animation is gonna be like this. In the VOD, in the last VOD, like we're gonna have it on YouTube, it's gonna be cut anyway. So I guess I'm definitely gonna pay attention more next time. This time can't do much more about it. Also Fortuna Belly, good morning sir, and welcome. I did also notice Nemesis, hello there sir, welcome. We do have Isam dude, but so much you bienvenue. Yes indeed, if we do see mistakes, I do hope we're not gonna see major mistakes, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some optimizational parts that we're definitely gonna be talking about in this stream. Thank you so much, by the way, for the 2 months up. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Are they JSP? Good evening, sir, and welcome. And yes, indeed, you are correct over there. Coupe de Fleurs. It should have been the title. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. Also, Hanik Dave, good morning, sir. When we are going to see this, still at work, and I do have to say, really appreciate it. I can't believe he actually logged in on Twitch to actually grab the first promotion before Moonswrath. Oh my God. Smorier, hello there sir, and welcome. Hello there Serbia, hello there sir. I was panicking that I'm late. We're right on time. Okay, we got a few more pre-bans being taken out here from well, game bans, I should say, not pre-game bans, just bans. And we got India being taken out by Chop Yourself on the left side, and it looks like on the right side, we do have Genghis Khan and Macedon being taken out by Maisonneux. We did have also Scythia being taken out from them and by them, and I do see on the other side Rome and also Byzantium nation. The persona of Theodora is not going to be allowed in. That means still Basil is available, even though I gotta say I wouldn't keep my breath for it. I wouldn't hold my breath for this. I'm pretty sure you've seen it in the last few weeks. You just didn't have him. He just didn't join. He didn't like it. You know, I don't know. know. What are the pregame bans? We did have some. Yes, Rafifi. Wait a second. We got some pregame bans. We got some. I was actually taking a look over here. There we go. Look at that. They made the picture. I am so happy about this. They made a picture. Look how beautiful it is. And we got over here. Look, you see, oh my God, do you see this? I hope you see this, right? Is my image stuck or something? Because on my screen, okay, it's not stuck. It's fine. EPA, hello there, sir. Merci beaucoup for the translation. Maisonneux is a direct translation of the homies. Oh, that's how we're gonna call them, the homies. Okay, so it is going to be Lotaro, Inca, Kublai Khan, China, Nedershan, the Netherlands, Varangian, Norway, of course, Chandragupta, Portugal, Julius Caesar, and Uzetian that are not going to be allowed this week. They're not going to be a part of the game this week, but maybe next week. We're going to need to see. So coming back to the actual picks and bans, we do have Australia being picked over here by Chop Yourself. They let it in. They let him in. On the ban phase, they did take out Zulu over here on the left side, and I do see also Gran Colombia and Catherine de Medici have both been taken down. Well, it looks like they kind of missed Australia here, and it might come back to haunt them. We do have to see how the homies are actually going to get this going. Can I call them the homies? I should be able to call them the homies if that means right. Potato Chan band, yeah, no Netherlands. So many bands indeed, also randomly selected bands. Isamdud is making a comment over here. We are summoning the Hojo spirit. We need to get ready, guys. Dr. Smoller, hello there, sir, and welcome. Good evening, YouTube. How is everybody doing over there on YouTube? I gotta say, tonight we did have a new thumbnail over there because, you know, new competition, new thumbnail. It is what it is. I hope you guys like it, but I would imagine we might actually see a few less players because, yeah, there's no Civilization 6 in the title. What will everybody think about, you know, just Flower Cup? Kick. Let's see how this goes. It's a good experiment, you know. Now we do have Maisonneux going for Cyrus, and I do see also Gaul being taken by them. These are their picks. These are going to be ending up on the roster. On Chop Yourself, it looks like Hungary is going to be picked up, and yes, it will create quite a bit of mischief with those city-states. It's been some time since we've seen somebody actually use Hungary to take out another city, but well, let's see. I gotta say I'm looking forward for the action here. We do have also them needing to pick another 4 bands, 2 on each side, and I'm pretty sure they're thinking deep about this. What are they gonna do? How? They already lost. They already gave Australia to their opponents. How are they gonna come back into this? They need to pick something to counter over the Australian explosion of science and culture. Now we do need to see what are they gonna do about this. Well, it looks like they took out Kublai, Mongolia. Is this China or Mongolia? This is Mongolia. Okay, this is with the darkish, reddish background over there. And it looks like also Tamar is going to be taken out by Chop Yourself. You've seen yesterday how fast the culture victory becomes on Tamar. Ooh, it just keeps flowing. That tourism from all over the planet. It doesn't matter. You're at war, you're not at war. No problem. It's just pouring into the Georgian nation over there. Unbelievable. We do need to see another 2 bands here. One of them will be on Maisonneux. That's going to be the last one from the day. It's going to be very important. And I gotta say, have you actually, wait a second, they let him in anyway, right? I was thinking about Norway, but yeah, this is not going to be one of those games, is it? It's not going to be one of those games with a lot of like tours running everywhere, like ships going sailing everywhere and so on. No. It's probably gonna be more like ponies running around. We're gonna see some spearmen over there, and that's about it. Let's see, Montezuma is going to be on the side of Maisonneux. We do have also on the left side, the Spain going to be taken out. Okay, both are powerful nation. Do they deserve their first ban here? I don't know. I gotta say, Chandragupta has been let in. Are they going to let him loose in the chicken coop? Oh, they're actually going to go for Khmer. Interesting that they're gonna go for Khmer here. It's been some time since we've seen Khmer actually used in the competitive scene, but I gotta say, I don't dislike. I'm actually looking forward to see how he's gonna get to fare, especially in his tempo with everybody over there. Now we do need to see after Maisonneux and the homies actually picked up their third choice. So now we're gonna see on the chop yourself all 4 of their civs. They're gonna have another 2 to go for, and let's see them being picked in sequence over here. Also, hello there, Spoon. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I thought the other one, but someone will probably face Australia. Yeah. What map expecting? Also, Dudu. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Coupe de Fleurs is a Mario Kart name tournament. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Man, I'm just here to enjoy the cookies and the free bar. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, Pangea standard. Yes, I should say it would be actually better if I just write the map. Right, I should just put it over here. Pangea standard ridges. Okay, there we go. You ban Georgia, I ban Georgia. You ban Georgia, I take Norway. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. Did they take Norway? No, they didn't. Then of course they did take Poland and Mbande. On the side of chop yourself, on the right side, we do have the homies going for Brazil here. Okay, now is the moment that I gotta say I'm a bit worried about the gold. I'm really worried about the gold on the side of the homies. On the left side, not so much worried about the gold. Hungary, biggest gold maker. We got over there Mbande just exploding inside to actually get those merchants. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see quite a few of them. So yeah, on the other side, what are you gonna expect? Khmer going commercials? No, that's not gonna happen. Do we have gold going commercials? Hell no, he's not gonna do that. And also on the we got Cyrus, definitely. I mean, okay. Is this gonna be Cyrus opening commercials, or is this for the gold of and the benefit of his teammates, or is this gonna be Cyrus trying to get the district discount and opening up with campuses? I think it's the second choice. What kind of cookies? What kind of milk though? I mean, I showed you the cookies yesterday. I don't have any more because I ate them all. I'm sorry. I mean, you let cookies around me, they don't survive. It is what it is. They have a very limited lifespan around me. It is not, I can't help it. G thought somebody going Hungary. Yeah, they did. Okay, we got it. We got a Matthias Corvinus opening up here. So it looks like Lazarus is gonna go for Nzinga Mbande. We got hi, I'm Palpito going for Pedro II. The Theflowgate is also gonna be on Cyrus. NaNoBlaze on Matthias Corvinus. So what do we have here? Corndacia on Javraman the 7th. Arepta is gonna be on John Curtin. Kiki is gonna be on Jadwiga. I love the name, by the way. I love the name. A Soviet goat. Is this one of those like a Soviet greatest of all times? Okay, on Ambiotics, got it. Cyrus has to open commercials. I'm thinking so, but you say, you know what I'm saying, and I think you know what you're saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what you're saying, but the reality, my favorite Civ to play. Ooh, oh my god, we haven't seen Mbande in such a long time, and I gotta say I'm actually quite excited to see it being played out. And gotta say I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna manage to make use of all of the bonuses of Mbande. Now I do want to say on the left side we did have Chop Yourself, right? So today they're gonna come out with Lazarus, NaNoBlaze, Arepta, and Kiki, while on the other side on the homies we got Soviet Goat, Corndacia, Theflowgate, and I didn't remember the first one. Abrusia Kaka, good evening, sir, and welcome. Let me actually put my chats in order so I can actually read properly. I was like taking a look over here. At some point I'm probably gonna need to get something that would be like some form of zoom, Oh my god, can they make lenses with zoom? You blink twice, boom, 3x. You blink 3 times, you're back. This will be an interesting game. Yes, Shadow. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Okay, so big question. we got two questions actually. First, I want to ask, is it gonna be left or right? While you're gonna answer, I'm actually gonna put up the remap prediction. Let's actually see if we're gonna have any remap. 012 on Twitch. 10 minutes to go for, and let's go. Put the points in. We got a left answer here. Necrotic. Let me actually see. Did YouTube say anything over here? Oh, I didn't have them open at the same time. Okay, it is Twitch. Twitch wins. Necrotic did say left. We're going left. We got Ambiotics here. Then we're going to need to find. Let's sniff him out. Looks like he's gonna be here. Gaul is gonna have the honor of working some 2-3 deer tiles to the southeast. That's gonna be pretty nice. He has a mean Temple of Artemis here. That is a very good Temple of Artemis. Oh my god, so many plantation specials, and these you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. These camps, it is. Look. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't want to take a look at this because I'm just drooling all over the place right now. He has some places for his oppidums. He has like +4s here and there, a +6 over here to the northwest. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be making good use of this extra adjacency coming up from his stone tiles or strategic resources. It does seem like he's gonna need some gold from his teammates, right? I think something happened to PowerPoints. I'm completely positive that I got by power. I bet it and lost yesterday. I think I didn't. Whoa, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened actually. I don't know how to. Okay. Twitch has a lower delay. We will always answer first. I did set YouTube on the lowest delay ever, like it's near real time, or at least that's the setting. I don't know exactly if that's what's happening in the real life. I have no idea how much it passes between when, you know, I say something and of course YouTube actually relays to you. I don't know, Smorian. I don't know what to say about that. Let's take a look at Khmer in the meantime. We do have him on the right side of the map somewhere. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna be next to Persia over here, and I do notice on the right side of him we're gonna have this river connecting them. They're gonna be allies, so I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be an issue. We do have him to the northwest with Poland to fight against, and yes, I do see that there's gonna be also Brazil in the middle, in the heat of all things here between Poland, Hungary, and on the west side over here Kongo. Now we do have Angkor Wat coming up, opening up with a normal scout. He's gonna get his 3-1 base. What did he settle on that he has a 3-1 base? A citrus tiles. He's getting an extra amenity over here. Oh, he could actually get another one in the southwest. He could settle another citrus tile if he wants, and that's a very bad city. That is a very bad city. I take my words back. I don't. No, just don't do it. Just don't settle the citrus. Over here to the north, I'm pretty sure bananas much better. You've seen bananas? Oh my god, man! A good source of potassium makes your makes your people happier. Body bag Ben, hello there, sir, and welcome. First time in these online games I've seen somebody playing the best Civ in the game. Khmer. I mean, to be honest, Khmer has been on and off the screen here for some time. We're gonna need to see what he's gonna do in this particular game over here, but overall Faith Civs actually took a nosedive some time ago, and they kept on taking a nosedive, and of course Khmer being one of these, it is what it is. You've seen banana. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go for Cyrus. East side we got the homie Pasagarde here. Let's see, Flowgate. Okay, we got the Flowgate going for his tiki hut to the northwest, and I do see him also benefiting from a very good settle. So look at the jobs on this one. Doesn't really have extra yields, like, you know, some extra food from something, like, or some extra production. Unfortunately, they're just like normal tutus, but at least he has a lot of them. He's not gonna need to spend that much gold. He could also settle the coast without that many issues. He has a few coastal freshwater cities over here that wouldn't be a problem. Now we do have to take a look also on Brazil in the middle of the map. Let's see, next to Poland over here. I'm pretty sure he's going to need to make a defense against him, while to the southwest he's going to have Hungary to fend off. This is a bit more nasty, especially since Hungary does have Late Victoria right next to him with a bit of source of extra culture there, and we do have him directly with a 4-or settle open for him to go for Brazil over here. Look at this beautiful territory that just opens up. It's a highway. It's a sign. Well, I think the worst thing that Hungary could do over here is put a city on that on this geothermal and try to build a Temenanki. Can you imagine if we see this happening? I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna be like, wow, bro, wow. Eric Offen, good evening, sir, and welcome. And map looking like a pirate ship. But yes, Budu Siakaka is telling us, yes. Yep. Magi Lazaro, hello there, sir, and welcome. Okay, so coming back to Brazil here, he's gonna have his tutus around. I do see he can grow into other ones. Good river network for him to develop his empire, and I do notice he's gonna have the banana settle to the east side with more settles towards quite a few settles actually over on this river between the mountains. You see how the mountains are kind of actually setting borders over here. These are probably gonna be the ones that he's gonna keep his cities in between. We do need to take a look also on Poland right next to him to the northeast. Krakow is gonna get his extra feet from the dice tile, and I do notice he's gonna get a settler out in 4 turns. We do have him also with a wine settle to the southwest while he is getting those bananas. Man, you gotta get the banana for your people. Look at that. We got Krakow over here working banana, extra food, working the dice style. I mean, what are they do? Coloring the bananas? Is this what's happening over here? Because that's what they're working, right? They're getting the food from the bananas. They're coloring the food with the dice styles. More production. Looks like those bananas, very productive bananas. We got the settler coming up in 3 turns here from Krakow. And yes, usually we do see some holy sites coming up from Kiki. He's gonna go for astrology, especially for Poland, right? We do need to see him getting that religion as quickly as possible, because, well, usually he's gonna go for reliquaries. He's gonna get the relic from establishing a religion, and he wants it as quickly as possible. You don't want to wait for that. You gotta get the faith going. You don't have time to just fool around, you know. I mean, I understand, you know, colored bananas and everything, but you actually need to get the religion. Now we do have John Curtin here also to the northeast. Looks like he's starting to culture bomb those tiles around him, because he has, guess what, 3 pastures in the capital, 2-4 horse tile and a 3-3 sheep tile and a 2-4 another sheep tile. Are you kidding me? This, oh my god, this is gonna be another one of those games. We just have runaway Australia. It happens, you know. Happens. We got him also with a good marble settle to the northwest, and yes, he can sit on the coast without any issues. More of these pastures are appearing in the southeast, and I do notice he's gonna, man. Kilad, good evening, sir. How is this spawn legal? How is this spawn legal? Look at this, man. Oh my god. How is Nzinga looking? We're getting there. Actually, we got 2 more. I mean, you should have said right. Australia is God spawn? Yes, Australia God spawn. He's gonna have Cyrus in the southeast to actually fend off, but to be honest, he's gonna be like, I don't know, 50 science, while Cyrus is gonna be like 15 science, and this is not gonna be good. Not gonna be good for Cyrus. I mean, we've seen it multiple times, so it doesn't always matter that you're gonna have the biggest blue number if your infrastructure for war is just not there. So we're gonna need to see if the players are gonna get to move and counter move properly. We do have to take a look at Matthias Corvinus here. Chop yourself, Buddha. We got a settler in 2 turns. Yes, he's going for Lake Victoria here, I'm pretty sure. And we do have him also getting some extra juice from the diamond style in his empire. He's gonna get to buy his citizens more tiles, and of course let them work better tiles. And we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to actually put this. Where would you? Okay. I got a big question. Where would you put the city on Lake Victoria? And you gotta understand 2 things. Hungary does benefit from bonuses on rivers and well, across rivers, right? He gets that extra bonus production whenever he's gonna put a district and for the buildings in that district across the river from the capital or from the city center. Where would you put the city over here to get the best location? So, well, I would say you got like 2 choices. You either go to the north over here somewhere and go for the amenity settle on the soul tile, try to put that commercial, get it going, get the banana, you know, make your people happy. Or you try to go for Lake Victoria, extra era score, get a lot of culture. Look at the silk tile, could actually settle on the stone tile there, no problem, get a 2-2 base, and you don't have any more bonuses. You don't have any more bonuses. No more river. Where's the river? There's no Lake Victorian river over here. How is it this gonna go? I would settle the rice and go at Temenanki. Which rice? Wait, which rice? There's no rice. There's a this rice? This? No, because this is too close, right? He needs to go this. Let's see. He has a 4 bonus northeast, and I gotta say we really need to take a look at Mbande, because chat, I'm pretty sure they're gonna start running after me. Not good, man, not good. They're gonna hunt me down. Kabasa here. Oh, this is not a bad one. Actually, pretty good campus, pretty good commercial if he wants to. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have decent amount of troops, good freshwater overall, and a good river network before he's gonna find any kind of opponent. He has to the southeastern ally, to the southwest here. It's gonna be Gaul all alone. He's gonna need to face him, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Well, by the looks of it, this is the map. This is the map. How many times out of 100 matches would you least beat these teams? Oh my god, why are you comparing it like that? The one right next to Lake Victoria. I see. Yeah. Oh, wait. You say the one right next to? So this one, yeah, the second one. Rice solo is good. It's also good, but it's not gonna get that extra culture for you. That's the thing. The only way you're actually gonna get good production, good food is to settle the stone tile, unfortunately. But yeah, that's also that was actually my first thought over there on the rice tile. Okay, so let's take a look on the ambiorix. We're gonna need to go one more time on each of the spawns, and we're gonna take a look what kind of decisions they're making at the beginning, how they're gonna have to make decisions about their resources, strategic resources, the horses, the iron, if they're gonna go for a certain technology or not. We do have right now Duatuka getting his first settler moving towards the east side. Looks like he's also southeast actually. We do need to see exactly where he's gonna put his city, even though I mean, to be honest, the sheep tile could look nice. I do want to say he doesn't really have good adjacent oppidum there. He might not know exactly where his good oppidums are. He does have this one, the +4. I guess this is good. This is good. Never mind. I just saw this one. I was thinking, oh no, he has this one 3 tiles out. That's too far away. No, I think actually sheep tile, it's a good one, and that's exactly where he's going. Now we do have him getting another settler in 5 turns, and yes, I do see at the moment he's working the 2-2s, or he's working a 2-2, the rice tile, and the 1-3, I believe, because he's getting his population in 3 turns. We do have him expanding his vision to the northwest side and to the southeast. He's not gonna have that many cities to place over here, not good ones anyway. To the southwest, only one probably on the Maize tile would do quite nicely. We do have him also to the east side with an opponent. I believe NaNoBlaze over here is gonna be his first opponent to go against, while he's gonna have to the north also Kongo to fend off attacks from. We're gonna need to see how each of these players are actually gonna choose to use their armies against each other. Javarman the 7th on the right side, we do have him with a settler coming up towards the north. He's gonna settle that first city, and I just remember I was here and I didn't take a look. Both strategic resources are in the second ring in different positions, one southeast and one southwest. Okay, back to Javarman the 7th. We got him moving his settler towards the north, getting his other settler in 3 turns here. What did we watch? And oh, this was Persia. This was Theflowgate. Okay, 2-3 deer tile over here next to Angkor Thom. That city in the north did get placed next to the bananas. Totally makes sense. You know, we got him also putting his holy site on the horse tile, so he's gonna start acquiring horses as soon as he gets the technology to reveal them. They're gonna start. Have you ever seen how it happens, by the way? Have you ever seen how this happens? When you have a campus on a horse tile, you just basically have libraries producing horses. They just poof out of their, you know, underground, and they just walk out the door. That's how it is. Have you not seen educated horses before? Ziltek, I was just curious because like spawn is so important. Yeah, it's also important. Yes, it is. Also, but it's normal. It's like comparing Champions League and National League on football. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Actually, all spawns look pretty fun for a change. Yeah. We do have the second holy site also being developed here in 7 turns, and yes, I do see the third settler is coming out next turn. We will probably see him go either to the west side over here to get the spice tile. I would definitely go for this one, the wheat tile over here, get the spices working, get next to that volcano, get some extra heat in. Maybe you get some sauce from the volcano also, you know, you try to send some units to your opponents, you make some sauce in the volcano, it starts exploding, increases the fertility of those tiles, get an aqueduct, get that sauce directly in the city center, you know, make the people happy. Why there is a horse reading a book in the library? Exactly, Rafifi, that's how it is, you know, in some cities, you know, that's how it is. In some cities they have kid, horse, kid, horse, kid, you know, that's how it is. It's just, yeah, everybody needs education, no? Does Hungary get their bonus to stuff on the other side of the river if the city isn't placed on the river? No, that's a big no, unfortunately. We do have Angkor Thom also benefiting from an iron tile here in the third ring. Unfortunately, that's also third ring from both cities. That's gonna be expensive. I would imagine he's not actually gonna want to go for this, not gonna lie. Let me actually put this, click on buttons, this I need to click on, boom, there we go. Okay, next up, we got Cyrus to the northeast. Okay, east side, Persia is gonna have the pick of the litter. He's actually gonna put the horses back where they belong, in the library. He's just gonna burn the pasture. This is not a good place for horses. Have you not seen your neighbor? And anyway, I'm pretty sure he's gonna wanna pillage that tile. That's a 2-4 tile, and as you can see, Australia is trying to get his third city out. Unfortunately, he couldn't actually go to the southeast on the coast to benefit from that beautiful sheep tile. He's gonna need to go inland. And wait, did he just not settle on the marble tile? He did not settle on the marble tile. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think Australia actually needs needs its housing from the fresh water, because it already has a lot of housing. The reason I was saying it should go for the marble tile, because it's a marble tile. It's a 2-1. You actually work the extra culture from the beginning, and imagine at this point in the game, I do wanna point this out. In this moment of the game, you have people making 2 culture a turn. 1 extra culture is 50%. It's amazing. At the beginning you get like so many turns saved going for the culture tree. It's unbelievable. It was a 2-turn slower settle. It was, but you make up for everything else. Yes, that is also true. He did actually get here a lot faster. So yes, it would have taken Canberra to settle the city of Adelaide 1, 2, 3 turns. That's the third turn he settles, right? To actually get onto the river, he would have needed to, you know, actually climb the hill. That's another turn, and then wait for the settle, because you lose movement. So yes, that's the 5th turn, but still it was 5 turns. That's totally fine. At the beginning, it's kind of bad that you go for like 7, 8 plus turns to settle. That's kind of like extreme distance. It needs to have some awesome sauce over there, you know, like that volcano. It needs to actually have the goodies. Now he has to buy sheep as well. Yeah, exactly. Oh well, it's so expensive, and not with enough culture. We do have Canberra losing his horse tile, but at least he has it in the capital. I do notice also Canberra is going to get his iron tile to the west side of his capital there, and yes, he's going to get it to work soon. Work at some point, actually, not soon. Looking at the next ones, let's actually take a quick peek over here. Whoa. Did I just skip on Pedro and everybody? Because we were talking about we didn't even talk about Persia. Did you see that? I just, like, my mind and my eyes were like fully focused on Australia for a second. They're totally like, wow, this settle over these like, oh, these cities, man, at the beginning. Anyway, we got Theflowgate here getting his third city to the west side. Looks like he is gonna manage to get to work his monuments, and he's pushing out the scouts that have been in his territory to try to pillage. We do see him also getting his irrigation boost by improving a wheat tile, and I do see him him investing quite a bit to get trader there in the city of Susa. That's 80 gold right there. But remember, he does get the extra gold. He does also get extra culture from those trade routes. It's actually quite efficient to work Magnus with those trade routes. Now is he gonna have the ugly quarry too? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. A bad quarry. Okay, so in Theflowgate's territory, both of his strategic resources are between Gordian and Passagarde. I do see iron and horses are over here in the second rings. That's perfect. We do have him also picking up a pantheon that's gonna be goddess of festivals. This will actually give him quite a few culture points. I do see a decent amount of banana. Very good banana. 1, 2, 3, 4 banana. 4 banana nation right here represent. We do have to take a look at if Brazil is gonna top this banana. He was trying to. Let's actually see him going. He has a banana, but he didn't actually buy it. He was a bit shy. He thought it's a bit too expensive. You know, you got a banana right here, didn't want to buy it. And I gotta say, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. You need to get that extra tempo. He would have grown a 1 faster turn. He would have been 3 pop. He would have been able to actually get, how to say, get the monument faster, like 1 turn faster, and so on. Like everything matters. We do have him also going to the north. That's also gonna be his coffee settle right there. He didn't want to put a really fast campus. That's gonna be a +5 next to Fortaleza. While in the capital city, he's gonna go and put a campus on his soon to be iron tile that nobody knows about. Okay, it's only a +3. This is not really spectacular, but I guess it is still good. It's a +3. It's good. No, you can't really say anything about it, right? We do have him also noticing to the northeast over here. Kiki is there. Kiki is having a bit of a problem. Brazil, hi, I'm Palpito, is coming into his borders, and he doesn't know exactly what to do over there with him. Like, he's that guy that actually has quite a few cats, and he's screaming from across a river, hi, I'm Palpito. I mean, I don't know, man. That slinger just got confused, and because he got confused, he started throwing rocks. It is what it is. We see it right here unfolding in front of our eyes. He got, you know, that's what happens. You know, miscommunication over here. How they don't have Google Translate at that point, you know? Is this no religion Brazil? Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna be a no religion Brazil. Is that like a new meta? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it's in the meta to actually go for a religion in with Brazil, but it's definitely possible, and you do get quite a bit of strong faith generation. It's a bit weird with everything else though afterwards. Looking at his strategic resources, we do have him with the horses in the third ring, unfortunately, from Rio de Janeiro. It's going to be a bit closer from the other city, actually. He's going to have one here next to Belém. And, of course, I do see he just settled that city. And he's seeing a Kongo scout to the north and just coming to say hello. We do have Kiki also to talk about here. He's going to go from Krakow to get his moksha. And I do notice he did get his religion. He is going to get pillaged, though. He's wait, how is he? Why is he not defending? I mean, the slinger is definitely sending mixed signals right now. You see this slinger? They already know scouts. I mean, if you see men with cats, not good. So why are they not protecting that holy site? He needs to get out there, get into the forest. They sent him with the settler here, but it looks like they will need to go through the banana, and that's about the time that the Corndacia here, the scout, the man with the cat, might actually unleash his cats. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. The slinger, not as tough as the scout. The cats, man, they just don't care about getting slingshotted here. We do have the settler coming up from Bydgoszcz, and I do notice Kiki over here did manage to bring back his warrior to try to protect his tiles. No! The Corndacian scout, the man with the cat, actually going to take the princess. He's taking the princess of Krakow. He took the princess. 50 gold right there. Krakow, poof. No more. Personally, I like the Brazilian Jesuit education with the Earth Goddess, but you need it. Yeah. Okay. Let me put back my chats over here and come back to reality a little bit. You know, shake this off. He took the princess and he'll steal the priest. Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have time to actually go into that holy site and pillage the holy site. Wow, this is just wow, big bullying right here. We got 26 faith attend here from Jad. We got at least that. He's gonna get his faith pattern from his religion, and as you can see, he is actually taking a chance. He's sending the settler all by his own on the east side, where he has zero vision. Zero. Okay, so let me give you an idea what I mean zero. This is his vision right now, and because he has all of these hills and you know, forest and so on, he can't see past them, and that is so unfortunate. Like, imagine having a scout just passing through right here. He doesn't know. Look at that. There's a Khmerian nation over here, and I gotta say, this time around his gamble is gonna work. His gamble of actually not having anybody to mess around with, going towards the east side, this time around it's gonna work, but it's not gonna work always, and you need to be careful. I'm just pointing this out. Chop yourself doesn't start well. I mean, we'll see. Do you give the remap points? I didn't give the remap points. No, we had 0 remaps. And there we go. I gave the remap points. He's got Australia on the other side at least. Yes, at least this warrior is actually coming towards the south, so he has some vision. I do notice the Khmerian scout is actually gonna be put into a pincer maneuver. Now the slingers have actually banded together, formed a coalition of slingers, and they're actually gonna take that man with the cat down, man. I mean, he had it. I mean, first he took the princess and then he took the priest. I mean, there's, you know, there needs to be a stop sign at some point. We do have already Kiki over here, or I should say with 20 production, but it's not that big. He's gonna go and get another settler in 2 turns from his capital city, and he did choose River Goddess as a pantheon. He's getting the extra yields here. Wait, he went for River Goddess. Okay, I'm a bit confused right now. This should have been a good sacred path if you don't actually care about the river, but since he from Krakow he actually put the holy site in the south and not the river, I don't understand why he actually picked River Goddess. We're gonna need to ask him. Deny Khmer? Maybe it was a deny for Khmer. I guess we wouldn't have been able to get that much anyway. He's getting an extra amenity. Khmer over here did get the Earth Goddess, which is anyway amazing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good for him, especially at the beginning to get the extra faith per turn. No, but I guess it's fine. We'll see. Okay, so the scout actually got the priest and got out of there. He didn't get out with his life, of course. The division has been left open, but there is some guy that actually made it off there. And we do have Krakow rebuilding the holy site. He's going to need to actually fix it with a shrine, as he's getting actually other holy sites in his other cities. Looking at John Curtin, we do have over here a NaNoBlaze, getting his moksha out in 3 turns. And yes, I do see he got God of Open Sky, gonna get a lot of culture coming out from these pastures. And of course, as you can see, he improved that marble tile. What Necrotic was saying, the very ugly quarry. Yeah, I cannot say I disagree with that statement. We do have him also putting down campuses, and he did get the big one. Oh my god, look at this juicy +5 campus. Why is this? Oh my god, it's not breathtaking. How is this not breathtaking? It did. Does the stone tile actually lower the appeal? The stone lower appeal? Why is this not breathtaking? It should be breathtaking with like all of the water and so on, and the mountains and so on. He took the priest and then rejoined. Well, I don't know if that, well, I would take it that far. Okay. We do have him already with 15 science and 8 culture. No, it doesn't, but it's only +3. Yeah. It's one appeal of breathtaking. I see. Lee Sin, good evening, sir. What tournament is this? This is the Coupe de Fleurs, Flower Cup, basically, as a direct translation into English from French. We do have them playing in an ongoing changing environment. So from the beginning, from the beginning of the tournament, we're gonna have basically the first Division 6 teams, right? The Division 6 teams, and slowly as we get to stage 2, the teams that did not actually win in the first stage will not pass. The teams that will win will pass, and they're gonna get to meet the next stage, the next level teams, and then so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, until we're gonna climb to the top. And exactly like my cat does on the door over there, we're gonna start meowing to see the finals. Stone only lowers if it improves, so it doesn't. Yeah, I'm trying to make humor. Yes, sir. Let's go. 3 coastal tiles. Casimir, good evening, sir, and welcome. Yeah, exactly. 3 coastal tiles, man. If he puts a theater there, the appeal will increase. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, yeah. A preserve? Where preserve? Where preserve? We do have Arepta. Arepta. I hope Arepta. I hope I pronounce it properly. Blurred Life, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. I did say me EPA, I think I did, right? Say thank you so much for the follow, and MFT MF12, good evening, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. Okay, strategic resources. He already has his sources improved. He has his island to the west side of his capital city, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna get to improve quite easily. It's right next to the capital, easy to get. We do have him also pushing back Persia from his territory, while his next door opponent here did open up with campuses. I feel a disturbance in the force. Oh, do you feel this? We got over here Theflowgate that is gonna try to ring some bells over here in the lands of Australia. He's gonna go back to get the pastures, man. He's gonna free the horses. I mean, he has a mission. He needs to free the horses. Have you seen the horses? They're like kept over there, bound to the pastures. Unbelievable, man. When they could have been free in the libraries. Yeah, Persia wants to peacefully take over Australia. Exactly. Spread some peace. They need to spread the peace. Okay. Let's see. What do we do need to take a look at Matthias Corvinus next, and then Lazarus. Buddha gonna get his builder out. He did actually put whoa. Out of all of the choices, he went for neither of them. You remember when we talked about earlier, like out of all of the choices to actually put the city here on Lake Victoria, we didn't take into account the 2-1. I mean, okay. So the reason we didn't take into this into account the 2-1, because you don't usually want to settle grassland hills because, of course, of the lack of extra production on them. You want to go for plain hills, you want to go for stone tiles, sheep tiles, anything that actually would give you some extra bonus over there on the city center. It's actually quite valuable. You might think it's not, but it's actually quite valuable. And I would actually challenge you to make an experiment and see how much faster a city would actually make everything with one extra production underneath him and without. So he was impatient. Yeah, exactly. The +4 campus can still be gotten if you get the stone tile, right? He could have just bought this 2-2 and then bought the rice tile. It's fine. Of course, he did get impatient. We did see this earlier. He didn't want to spend that extra turn to actually settle the city, just as Australia didn't want to spend the extra 2 turns to settle this marble tile here. But I do have to say it would have been much better to go either for the stone tile or go for the rice tile, so you can get the extra food growing, so at least your city is going to grow faster, it's going to have more population toward the tiles. You get the advantage from there. While you're gonna have also the ability to aqueduct it, maybe put a dam over there, get a lot of production going. You always need to think into the future of how you're gonna get all of the district setups going, and you don't always have the luxury of omitting to take into account aqueducts, industrial zone placements, government plaza placement properly, and so on and so forth. What I do notice is he did manage to get his district discount on his government plaza over here. Did he actually? Because I think he actually chopped or something. I don't know, because it looks like he only built like single district. I don't think he got the district discount for this. Are these newer teams? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blitzcat Games. Good evening, sir. Yes, you would basically. So this tournament starts slow, and we're gonna get the more we get into this, the deeper it will go. Right? We're gonna have the better and better teams showing up and so on. But this is also a journey. I'm pretty sure it's important not only for us to take a look at them and talk about these options, because a lot of this stuff we might not see on all of the streams, on in the other games that we do notice, and we don't get to talk about it. It's very important to actually have all of these little details explained, and try to get as much information out there as possible. Who makes gold on Chop now? Well, at the moment, Chop now is gonna get Kiki's gold and NaNoBlaze gold. Now we do have to take a look also at his strategies really quickly. Horses to the left side of Buddha. Oh, I know why he actually wanted it. I know why he actually wanted it, because the production extra from Hungary. I understand now. I understand. Mi comprende. Oh, senor. Anyway, we got Moksha going in, which I gotta say it's another. I would really caution, it is a mistake to go for Moksha unless you're going for anything. Unless you're gonna be in a situation that you're gonna need the culture and the science really quickly for some form of a timing attack, you're gonna open up, you're desperate, you're gonna open up with like 2-3 encampments and you don't have any way of generating the science and the culture otherwise, you're probably gonna want Moksha / Pingala. But most of the time, if you're gonna be internal trade route civilization, you need to benefit from the internal trade routes, and that's an automatic Magnus in the city that you put the Gavron Plaza in. It's an auto. The two need to be linked. That like the Government Plaza gives you the +1 food, the +1 production for each trade route. You get extra bonuses from the extra +2 and the +2 food, +2 production from Magnus. Boom, +3. And of course, whatever other district you're gonna build there, it will have its respective bonuses for the internals, making it that much more valuable to actually get one city pumping, and then of course everything else. That doesn't stop you from sending at least one trade route from the capital city to another city center to try as much as possible to also raise the capital, try to make it stronger. So usually the tempo goes that you're going usually there are basically only 2 openings here for Hungary if you're not going to go for encampments. It's going to be commercials into Gavron Plaza into campus, or it's going to be campus into Gavron Plaza into commercials. Unfortunately, the second option is not going to allow you to benefit from the extra boost from the food and production, and without the extra boost from the food and production, your cities are not going to grow as quickly to population 7. You don't want the 4 pop, you need the 7 pop, nor are they going to be able to build the districts in a good enough time so you can keep the tempo going, get to that feudalism, get to those other things going. Now he's probably going to try to catch up as much as he can with some chops, maybe that would maybe put him back on track. If my Civ gets good benefits from Pashas or Artemis, then I simply plan everything around the predicted horse styles. I see. I love playing Kree, Magnus, Eternals, so big. Exactly, they're so juicy. Exactly. Okay, moving forward here, we do need to take a Lazarus. Now we did end up here. Okay, we're Lazarus going to, wait a second, he opened up, okay, so he did open up campuses and then he went for commercials. We do have him, let's see, we do have him on 12 science and 14 culture. He's gonna get his first 2 commercials down, one from Mbande, one from Pinda. Kabasa, as you can see, could not actually get another commercial because he did put down his Gavron Plaza, and I gotta say right now, he would really need, oh my god, he actually got it. And no, he's going for drama and poetry. Okay, he would need to get his Gavron Plaza building. That's what I wanted to say. He's putting in Ancestral Hall. I gotta say 6 tenths is a long time, a very long time. Something is wrong over here, or he doesn't have a builder to chop it. He would really need it in the next 3 to 4 tenths to keep the tempo going, so he could actually maybe get a free builder from his next setter, not this one, his upcoming one. That's coming out in 3 tenths. Well, we do need to see what kind of pantheon he went for. God of War and Plunder. He will get the extra points for each of those merchants from the commercial hubs, and that's going to be quite valuable during the game. I'm pretty sure there's going to be quite a race over there for the merchants, the 3 ones that actually give you the extra trade route. We do have a Gaelic Menace over here. Wait, is this? Is this Lazarus? I didn't realize. This danger is in danger. Yes, this. Oh, first settler snatch. The cat jumps. The cat swings. The cat gets. Oh, he did it. He got it. Settle F. All triangle. Good evening, sir. That's an F right there, man. Yeah. MS Doll, good evening, sir. Also, Stupid Raccoon, good evening, sir. Let's go. Chop yourself. I'm just passing by to support my squadron. Can't watch the game. You're watching the replay. Okay, sir. Good evening. Good evening. And thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I know that feeling all too well. I lost so many settlers. Yeah, exactly. What's the matter? Cat got your settler? Oh, well, I think he's gonna release the horses from the libraries also. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna release it. And just like chat is saying, Oral Solid, a classic goat move. We got over here Gaul living up to his name. It is what it is. Let's actually take a look on Lazarus at his strategics. Already has 2 horse styles improved. He's working on externals here towards Hattusa. Wait. Okay, wait. Is that trader actually going externally towards Hattusa while he's working Magnus in the capital city with the commercial opener? Is this what I'm seeing? So he's giving up on that free extra turn in Mbande to build a settler, or faster turns to build a settler. So he gets some extra juice from Hattusa. Man, how much Hattusa pay him to do this? 2 ERL after this now. I didn't see the scout in the south. Thanks. Woo! Yeah. Goals. Yeah, the goals. Oh man, I need to rewatch that movie. I gotta say, I can't say. I need to figure out how I can watch that movie with actually proper English, because or at least the translation from French. Maybe at some point I'm gonna get so good at actually speaking French that those will not be a problem. Anyway, sorry, Asterix and Obelix, not the other one. I was thinking of another one. If he can get gold, it will be a good help on his own. Maybe trade to Hattusa for the street. So faster settler movement. Do you actually want to settle to the north? I think that is the biggest question we need to figure out here. Do you want to settle to the north? I would say no. The best settle here would probably be the cotton tile to the east side. So he gets the extra gold, he gets the extra amenity, and has quite a few tutus around them. Could get the river, the fresh water, no problem. Some mountains, tutus. Oh, very nice all around here. But unfortunately, it does seem like that trader is just for gold. This is a pure economical choice here that he made. He needed the gold, the juice. We do need to see what he's gonna use the juice for. Maybe he has other plans. We gotta wait and take a look. And now that we did actually see all around here what's going on the map, let's go one more time and see what kind of pantheons did they go for. Religious settlements on Gaul, already 4 cities with 3 turning campuses. His oppidums are ready to go. His muscles are exploding, and we do have him with the settler moving to the west side in the flat terrain over there. Oh my god, this guy is building himself a sled over here so he can ride the waves. Maybe he can trade route quest for Hattusa. That also is a possibility there. Alex 2005 makes an interesting point. He could have just gone for the extra envoy. Let's see the oppidums. A +4 over here in the southwest. I do see this +6. +6 in his capital, and we do have a League of Depressed. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Well, I do hope you're not gonna be as depressed anymore. What is this? Let's go. We got a few more settlers coming around here from the lands of the Gaul, and after he did manage to take a settler from his opponent, he did lose his scout, unfortunately. That was a very good cat. It was a good cat that will be revered over here in the lands of the Gaul. We do have him also with Pingala in the city of Bibrax to give him the extra science. Only 12 science at the moment with 26 culture. I'm pretty sure that's going to get bigger. Internal trade routes from with Magnus. Interesting. Well, it's not like he's actually building commercials. Not gonna lie, you know, like he's not building commercials. We do have to take a look at Khmer here. Whoa! This city is dead. Whoa! This city is dead, man. NaNoBlaze, Blaze. Oh, what is going on, man? We just Oh my god, man, this guy, man. We we looked away for a few minutes, and this guy is taking over an empire. Look at him go. Corndacia, well, I do see he has a horseman coming up in 2 turns from that city center, another one from Angkor Thom. He will try to chop, and at the same time, these Hungarian units will have the ability to move and shoot, and boom, and boom, and boom. The city is alive. It's alive. Not for long. Oh my god, if only he would have chopped walls. Wait. If only he would have had the technology to get walls because he doesn't have walls. I mean, you know, it's the beginning of the game. I can't say I fault him, but oh my god, man, these Hungarian troops were fast. You gotta admit this. This is turn 35. This was fast. We got over here Kondacia with his monumentality golden age, and yes, I do see him on 16 science and 27 culture, 33 faith a turn, 44 production. Does seem like it's gonna be much better than NaNoBlaze, but unfortunately that doesn't really seem to help his city out. These are very well educated people over here in the city of Lingarpura that unfortunately they just never actually got a chance to use that education. F for Khmer, yeah, can't fault him for not having walls, but should have kept a better eye on the city state with Hungary in the game. Yes, sir. And also, I gotta point out something else. Whenever Hungary is gonna be in the game, you're gonna see the players that do know they might get attacked by city states keep their envoys. They keep their envoys because they do know they need to tie Hungary. They need to keep on fighting Hungarian envoys in that city state. Choose your vice. You can either be greedy or hungry. W, man. Anyway, we do have to take a look if the city is gonna go down, but it does seem like it's gonna go down. It is gonna be one less city, and I gotta say this will actually tie the score. A settler was lost from Lazarus from Chop Yourself, but then Le Maisonneux. Oh my god. Oh, the city's dead. That's it. City gone. The city, the great city of Khmer, the one that was getting the spices, the juice for his citizens is no more. Hungary said, nope, you ain't got the juice. Well, that's unfortunate for Khmer here. You also pillage him hard. Yes, sir. Tremor, good evening, sir. Also back on Hungary. G knew would be issues for opponents. Yeah, nerf Hungary. No, not the nerf hammer. No, the busy. Good evening. Oh, no, not the nerf, man. Welcome, sir. That was really fast from Hungary. It was. I mean, he saw the opportunity. He took it. And nailed it. We do have Cyrus over here also getting a few immortals in the face of his opponent. I gotta say, this is a bit painful. I cannot find any other word. Painful to move an army through, like a big army. You do have like 1 tile, 2 tile chokes over here with hills and rainforest on top of them. This is gonna be easy to defend from Australia. Very hard to push from Persia because the units that would defend over here, like on the oil tile or the spice tile, cannot be attacked from from these tiles. So whatever unit gets into these forests is gonna be shot from like 5 tiles. This is the problem. This is a very big problem actually. So you can imagine over here Australia is going to have quite a few advantages, but of course I wouldn't underestimate cats just showing up and messing up everywhere. So we're going to need to see what Persia is going to do with these immortals. We're going to also need to see how Australia is going to try to put this defense up. Maybe he's now going to smell the dangers before. My prediction is chaos. Yeah, exactly. Prediction reminder. Oh, wait. Yes, prediction reminder for who will win. Chop Yourself or Le Maisonneux. I think. I honestly don't really know how to spell this, but I'm gonna do my best to spell this. I'm gonna put it for like 15 minutes because, not gonna lie, I'm getting worried. I don't also want to make the miracle over here happen on YouTube. How is everybody going? I do hope you found your way on the live stream, especially with the new thumbnail and all, and I hope you like it. After all, it's a bit funnier than usual, not as serious as the other ones, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. A lot of flowers in there. Let's actually see, can we get to 50 likes? That's the big question. Can we get to 50 likes? Let's go. Yes or no? That's, you know, it is what it is. And of course, thank you so much. Let's go. What is Australia projecting for? Australia is going for an encampment training project. He's trying to get a general. We do have Cyrus pen Russian voice, right? And I do notice he's gonna be on 55 production, gonna get another encampment training project in 2 turns, and he's chopping out some more immortals, sending them to the front line. Doesn't seem like he's gonna get to actually go in there and push. We do have Brazil though, Pedro the second. He has 25 science, 20 culture, horses from Poland right next to him, next to the city of Belém. He did manage to get more production into other settlers here, and I do notice he is starting to get some experience points from fighting Gdansk. We do have him with Magnus, but still no extra trade routes to actually make use of. Unfortunately, it's I mean, it kind of feels like it's a waste of Magnus, if waste of a government title, not a waste of Magnus. If you go like this, might have been a better choice to actually go for something else at the beginning. Maybe he did open up with Moksha and we didn't see it because he knew he's gonna go for the science. Oh well, we'll see. 48 production though doesn't seem like it's gonna be that much at the beginning. He did manage to get the religion finally. That's gonna wait. That is that no, Krakow got a religion on him. We got reliquaries and lay ministry here from Poland that did start to spread into the lands of Brazil. Kick W. We do have Kiki, also Monumentality Golden Age, right next to 40 Science, Brazil, 14 Science and 28 Culture here from Kiki. Jadwiga is gonna get another holy site, and I gotta say he's investing a lot into these, into the face generation. It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. I would say another 2 commercials should have been built instead of the next 2 holy sites. You don't usually get to make a lot of faith to buy out your wing hussars, but you do get enough faith from a few holy sites, like 2 or 3 holy sites are more than enough in your empire, plus the relics and that you're gonna get. Yeah, we'll come back and see what Jadwiga is gonna do. We got also Arepta with 51 science and 46 culture, Pembrasian voice gold range. Still on 3 cities. Australia, he's starting to get his harbors out for the extra gold and putting up more defenses in Brisbane. He did manage to recruit a general, and he's gonna have strong units to defend against these immortals from Persia. Now Theflowgate is moving more towards the front line, and unfortunately he's gonna end up right in the face of these Australian horses in the biggest tiles. We do need to see if Governor Victor is going to be enough over there to keep these horses alive. I would imagine so, looking at the damage, but you know, we've seen some weird things happening, you know, weird stuff happening. Exactly, crusade them, just crusade them. Exactly. NaNoBlaze is going to be with a pen brush and voice golden age on Hungary. 4 cities now. He's getting Warlord's Throne, and I do see him getting a swordsman in his city center. Now Samarkand was kind enough to actually build a lot of archers. These are all crossbow pre-builds. Don't get fooled by this. We got Samarkand actually disguising himself as a good benevolent city state that makes you a lot of gold, but under the hood over there we got Samarkand actually dealing with the Hungarian nation, trying to get those crossbows in line, building them so they can, guess what, pillage their opponents. And well, I guess we're going to need to see when that will happen. Now we got NaNoBlaze here also, you know, managing to get his encampment from Pest. I don't think he's actually gonna get to use a general with his, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'm actually very curious what is he gonna do here. He has to the northeast Pedro II, and he has kind of a highway to go for him. Hi, Im Palpito is also coming towards Pico de Cabuji. to the southwest of his capital city, and he is also getting his warlord's throne. I would imagine putting a city in the face of Hungary would, require some defense. So we're going to need to see how each of them are actually going to go through the next phase. Now, I do have to say, Hungary here will have the ability to get the black armies, which are going to be amazing. So we definitely need to see how he's going to manage to work those, and of course, if he's going to use them. We do have Lazarus also with 20 science and 34 culture. Lazarus here still on 4 cities. He's finally getting his markets out, and well, new settlers out. He did finish his ancestral hall. That's good. And I do see he did not finish it. Oh, what is this city center? Oh my God, what is this city center? This is such a bad city. Okay, this is more like a 8th city, like your 8th city, your B8 or something, or B9 or B10, when you need a few more cities for like a few more campuses to keep up in science or get amenities. This is not a city to keep your tempo going or help you during the mid game, and you need cities at the beginning to help you during the mid game. That's why I pointed out this one on the east side. A lot more hills, a lot less gold, a lot more production on those, and chops to go for. That's the reason I was saying on the right side. You could alternatively go for other ones if you want, like for example this one on the Vital, the 3-1, and getting the 1-3s around him to use. Definitely better. You have more food coming up from those sugar tiles, and so much more production from these 1-3s. I think he has more in the south, but I guess east side was better anyway, like over here on the world tile, or over here somewhere would have been better. Yeah. Hune Priester, good evening, sir. In coming from Hungary, what is he cooking? Yeah. Well, he did force Australia to encampment project horses, so at least he slowed him down quite a bit. Yeah. Wait, is that an Temenanki city? Tremor is calling out. Is that? Oh my God, is he actually gonna want to get it? I hope not. I really hope not. That seems like it's more like an Irele monkey than a Temenanki. Irele monkey. What? Anyway, let's actually see what's going on here. Heavy chariots coming out from GO80. We do have him getting his builders. I'm pretty sure this is feudalism timing. He's on 39 cultural turn, and looking at this, he did switch towards drama and poetry. Let's see if he has. Well, yeah, he does have 5 charge builders. Looking at his production capabilities, 84, and I do see Kiki is on 73 with 75 faith attempt. That's a lot more than his next door neighbor, I'm pretty sure. We got Corndacia here with 48. Oh, wait a second, 48 production and 54 culture. This is hurting Corndacia quite a bit to lose his 4th city, 5th city to the west side. He's gonna get his pyramids out in 5 turns from Hariharalaya, and I do see builders coming from Angkor Thom, the other cities. Why is he getting so many builders when he has monumentality? Okay. I guess it's a bit of a difference in expectations here. Most of the time you want to use the production, or I should say the pre-building ability, to get quite a few builders with the 30% off card on the in the policies before you get the +2 card open from feudalism, because you don't have any other way of getting those builders. Yes, you might want to pre-build a few of them, but usually it's not as efficient as you might think, because you can already make the faith, you can work on something else, and not keeping the cities working on the builders. Districts, for example, are more valuable than builders if you can get the faith anyway to buy the builders out. If you do manage to get more of those charges on them anyway from something like pyramids, that's just a match made in heaven. He already has 6 charges. I would say this is a bit too many builders, too many charges for what he needs, and his production capabilities in his city, unfortunately, is slowing him down right now. It's not helping him, it's slowing him down. Plus finishing those builders just a few turns out from finishing pyramids. That's also a good point Acrotic is making over here. He could have managed to synchronize pyramids finishing and getting that extra builder charge on all of the builders that he's putting out, and not chopping it immediately. Well, I guess it is what it is. He can farm around his holy sites for free faith. He gets faith from growth. He can definitely get a lot of faith. Yes. What religion? Standorius is asking what religion. He's on choral music with tithe. Okay. So I want to make a comment here. Choral music is good, but it's not the best for Khmer. Usually, going for work ethic yields better results on Khmer than choral music, because you already get some extra culture from that. You usually should go for a theater square. You should go for a wonder to build it in between, like the theater square and so on and so forth. You might actually want to try to go for an entertainment complex with Colosseum at some point. Like there are so many things that you can get the extra culture from. Production though, takes a long time to actually get the production up, and that +6 extra production that you get from a shrine and a temple makes so much of a difference in your empire. It is so much faster. Now we do have to take a look on the next ones, on the wars. Whoa, City of Ray. Wow, he actually settled right in the face of him, man. I mean, this is one of those cases, you know. I would say this is exactly like that expression, balls deep. He's going in, boys. He's going in. Gives an extra, Pyramids gives an extra charge to existing builders as well. Alex 2005, thank you. Persia, thank you so much for that comment over here. Persia going ooga booga. 6 culture better than 6 production. No, Tremor, no. Is Sandro playing Persia? No. Legendary warrior, bold deep. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so on Khmer we got this. It looks like we do have Poland actually attacking Brazil, and he did manage to get a general over him, but it looks like Brazil is defending with his own horses, and he's starting to get an encampment out for himself. In Belém he's gonna get one of those pingalas going, and I do see he's gonna get more coursers from his other cities. Ooh, looks like hi, Im Palpito. He did actually get coursers in the meantime. Kiki is gonna go for stirrups. Kiki usually, well, I should say Poland usually does like to go for wing hussars. That's his specialty, and that's gonna come out a reformed church. That's gonna be a long way to get there, and of course he's gonna need a lot of culture to get there. Unfortunately, only 36 culture, not quick enough. We do have the first horse dying over here, and it looks like another one is gonna take his place. Ooh, Kiki just pouring through his army. He's not kidding. Palpito is here and saying hello. We do have Palpito also needing to defend in the south, because it looks like there are some wild horses from Poland getting out of those campuses and wanting to get into the campuses of Brazil. They want to sample Brazilian books. Why don't you let them in? They want to see what's going on there. I mean, if they don't like the books, they're gonna burn the place to the ground. That's how it works. You know, it is what it is. You gotta take in the risks. And we got Australia also managing to fend off attacks for quite a bit. He did push back one of his opponent's immortals, and you do see his swordsman over here is just standing tall in the rainforest with new units coming around, and the crossbows also coming to bear their shots against the Persia's army. I would imagine this war is not going to go anywhere fast. We do have Gaul getting quite big here on the west side, getting a few more heavy chariots, a lot more heavy chariots actually from his cities. I'm actually smelling a night attack against somebody. He's on 33 science with 48 culture, and he's gonna get stirrups in 2. That's not enough. I'm taking my words back. That's not enough heavy chariots to actually make worth, unless he's actually gonna hard build those horses. And I want to come back to my comment about choral music and work ethic. Usually extra culture is better than extra production. Unfortunately, on some nations which have a high tempo that could actually get the theater squares quickly enough and the wonders quickly enough, it's much better to have the production than actually going for the culture, because you get the culture anyway from everything else, like the theater squares and so on. So when you get to the mid to late game, it's just the empire is just much better. It's faster. It's better, faster than it would be compared to the other, to the choral music one. Actually, maybe yes, somehow Pedro cities are all converted. Please show war instead of Khmer. War. Which one? This one? I mean, okay, sure. We can take a look at this. We can take a look at all of the wars. We got Persia that is going to take some shots on his immortals. He's going to have promotion, so he's fine. We do have him also with a bit of a problem here. We do have him taken down. The immortal just took a bit too much for his health. And I do have to point out that he probably shared with us the immortal to take out the swordsman next to him. He could have just kept him at bay. He could have just waited, not shot, and took on the shots and then promote when he would have been low. I'm pretty sure these other Persian immortals could have dealt the damage against that lonely swordsman anyway. We do also need to see Australia get a few more cities here. He's getting printing in 210s, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need more cities if he actually wants to keep on being relevant in the next part of the game and get his production capabilities up. He has where to go. He has stats. It's just a matter of time here. You do see that the flow is wait a second. The Theflowgate is gonna get his 69 production to Berg, bringing immortals like there's no tomorrow, one turning them from Passagarde. Did manage to put quite a few Peridesas to get the extra culture going, but his science is nowhere to be seen. He did plug in Pingala in the city of Gordian, which at the moment is not giving him the extra science population. Where population? Okay, no wars here. We got more wars here. What's going on in Belém and how did this happen? Honestly, I thought he's fine, but it looks like he's not fine. We do have Poland with the ability to actually start hitting the city of Belém, and I don't see a builder coming out from Brazil, but I do see some coursers. Unfortunately, Brazil doesn't have the gold necessary to upgrade these units, but I do see they have gold on the team. He would need to really upgrade these horses. He really needs to upgrade the horses. Okay, well, I guess that was a bit unfortunate. Oh, he did manage to do correct. Necrotic. I gotta say, look at this. Poland, Crusade. Yeah. That's why it's going so well. He got Crusaded. You gotta love it. Exactly. You gotta love it, man. Any Gallic movement? No. Gaul is gonna be he's the opponent of Mbande, so they will have this western quarter to fight against each other. I do notice the moment Hungary didn't actually get to seize any other city-states over here to create some mischief. He does have to the south a scout getting a vision of Johannesburg, La Venta. Both of these cities could create quite a few problems for his opponent. Right now, we do have NaNoBlaze actually keeping still Samarkand in his grasp, and that's the only city state he actually put some envoys in. Doesn't have a lot. He just got to the 3 and then popped the envoy, envoy, the free envoy. Which is the same difference as horse and courser. Yeah, Brazil not going religion next to Poland was not a good call. Yeah. Gaul can only attack Hungary. Zinga has too many chokes. I think he could have worked without a religion here, but a little bit different playtime. We do have him unfortunately needing way too much time to get the coursers out, and I do have to point out these coursers are going to be strong enough to fend off attacks from the Polish forces, no problem. But wait, no, wait, what? Wait, did I see that? Guys, I'm gonna do this again. Is Poland balls deep? Yeah. I would say yeah. Yeah. But at least he watered the city before he, he got a fresh water on the city before he actually went in on Belém. Heinie Dave, welcome back. Finally out of work. Woohoo! Let's go. Free time. Let's go. We're watching here how a defending courser is actually dying attacking into horses because, well, horses too strong. First of all, they do manage to get the general bonus, and second of all, they did manage to actually get that crusade on the city of Belém. Can you show Gallic army? Are there any knights? No. He actually got a few pre-builds, I would imagine. Just that he got like 4 of them and he stopped. I do notice he's getting entertainment complex, so I can imagine he's gonna try to put a Colosseum, which is gonna be amazing. Imhotep is the first engineer. He just needs to get a project or 2, probably 2 projects. He's getting the one in Noviodunum and Dusi. He did also build the hanging gardens. This is also very, very important for the goal to get the extra growth in your empire. He has a lot of population to work and a lot of tiles. Okay, some last move. City of Belém is also gonna be taken down over here. By the looks of it, Chop yourself is not gonna wait. He's gonna try to chop Belém. And Im Palpito, unfortunately, is gonna be left without a city center and a few units here. Oh my god, man. I gotta say, this is impressive. Poland actually getting into his opponent's territory and managing to pillage his opponent and take over cities while his opponent was on coursers. Whoa. You gotta respect the horses, man. Hermes, good evening, sir, and welcome. Did Hungary levy those swordsmen? Yes, he did, and he did manage. Wait, what? And he did manage to take out the former city Vimaya put over here. How long ago? Wait. How? Where is YouTube? What are you guys seeing on YouTube right now? How far behind is YouTube that you're asking me about the levied units of Hungary from like 30 minutes ago? Like in my mind it was like, what? You know, like, whoa. Crusade general is too strong. Yeah, left team, nobody goes for commercials. It doesn't seem so. No, we didn't have Cyrus go for commercials, even though he well, he should have. He did put 1 down. He never actually finished it. Gaul did manage to get 0 commercials. Yeah. No, he's putting 1 down right now. He's actually putting 1 down right now. Pedro, I mean, he lost the city. He wasn't building commercials. Let's be real about this. Where's the gold though? There's no gold. There's no more gold. Nobody has gold. Jaffarman, no commercials. No gold, no game. Yeah. Do some quick math. Horseman 36, horses 46, strength and general plus 5, crusade plus 5. That means that Poland horses are 46, not counting terrain, which can match coursers. So with the number of flanking advantage, the horses win. Woohoo! No goal, no game. Also, Kaidlar, also good evening, sir. I have a question. When do you raise a city and when do you keep it? Because against AI, it is also always occupied, and you are nothing, and you do nothing with it. And I believe they never make peace here. If you do take over the AI entirely, if you can guarantee that, you will not have occupied cities, if I remember correctly. You just like take out they won't have any nation to go back to, you know what I mean? It's that. But usually you want to keep the cities if they're close to your city center, to your empire basically, and they give you an advantage. If for example you need to upgrade your units, or you need to heal a few times your units, or you need to buy some units in that city center, that's also an option. Otherwise, there's also something else that you need to pay attention to, and something that did happen over here on Poland. You saw that he didn't actually delete the city immediately after he got it. You need to judge if the city can actually take a few hits from your opponent's units, so you don't get hit on your horse or your unit after the city gets deleted, so you don't lose that unit. The city takes over, you know, the city takes quite a few hits, and then you raise it. Fortaleza just flipped to Polish religion. Oh, it's gone. No, this was the first city that actually got got boosted to crusade, and we do have Polish knights. I mean, if the horses were strong, I would imagine knights are gonna be a bit too strong. We do need to see if Brazil over here is gonna manage to get out of this. He's down to 43 production, unfortunately for him. That's the lowest production in the game. No more economy, is going bankrupt here, -5, and the horses just keep on pouring through, man. They're getting everywhere. You hear it in the morning, man. It's like in the fog over there. You see, you go look out the window, there's no sun, there's just only dense fog, and you hear oh my god, man, that's creepy. Will Moksha help spread the Polish religion? Yes, it will. If, oh my god, you're right. He is actually doing it to himself. He's actually pushing the religion. Oh my god, no. He is actually promoting the religion of his opponent with crusade into his other cities. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening right here, slowly but surely. Let's see. It does look like Persia got stopped dead in its tracks, especially exactly on those tiles I was talking about earlier. Australia is just going to use his crossbows to push his opponent back. In the meantime, try to get something done in his empire. We do have Khmer also managing to get to Prasats. And yes, I do see his Grandmaster Chapel in 510s getting out there. Okay. I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of faith per turn, but it's better to have it than not have it, I guess. Colosseum did get 110 here in the cities of Gaul. He did manage to get all of those extra amenities in his city centers. That's pretty pog. We got him with a lot of bonuses, 95 science and 92 culture. 56 science and 92 culture. For him. We do have him also on 164 production. If he keeps on going with this kind of production, he's gonna have more production than his opponents combined. I do have to point out he's from the team that is actually kind of losing cities right now. On Corndacia over there on Khmer, there was one that got taken out. Brazil is also losing cities, and he might lose his full empire here to Poland, and he's gonna need to do something to somehow get back into the game for his team. Now we do have to the north of him also Kongo, but unfortunately Kongo is having a very hard time to actually get more of this science going on only on 28 science with 47 culture. Looks like he's building his Mobanza so he can get some extra gold points from over there. I'm pretty sure he's not building them for his awesome source housing. I'm pretty sure he should have the housing here. Now I do have to point out I'm a bit surprised that we don't see already aqueducts out and some industrial zones, like at least 1 or 2. Oh, just this whole setup just didn't work out. Remember when I was telling you, like, compare this, guys, compare this start with the usual start that we do see with Magnus internals. Like, he went external once, 15, 20 turns, right? 20 turns, he actually went external. 20 turns, he didn't get the production in his other city. A lot of production. Just do the math. Just do a quick math. If we would have, like, what, 4 production per turn and 3 food, times 20. That's a lot of production and food. So much production of food. That's basically a wonder, an extra wonder that he would have had. I think Hungary needs to levy blue CS and mount an attack against Gaul and with Congo. Otherwise, Gaul will freeze him and win. Singularity, good evening, sir. And yes, I do believe Gaul is on his way towards getting a victory here. But at the same time, we're going to need to see if he's going to manage, if his composure is going to be good in the next part of the game, because there aren't, I gotta say this, and this is not something I want to say with any kind of disrespect, don't get me wrong, there are players that don't want to handle the stress of late game if they see it's gonna be extremely hard and they don't have any more allies. Everything would actually fall on them, rely on them. they usually tend to CC rather than take the challenge of going for late game and have maybe a potential chance, not really a chance, but like a potential chance. And then what, I don't expect them to be able to sim faster than Brazil is dying. Yes, that's good, that's a good question. What will they do if Brazil is taken down? Khmer also is having a hard time coming back into this, gonna get a few more campuses and of course add those culture points with his prasats. Now we will see probably Samarkand being levied again. I'm very surprised Samarkand didn't get levied so he can actually help out Brazil against the attack of Brazil, against Brazil I mean, on the attack of against Brazil. Now I do have Hungary on the west side actually sending horses to Fez. Looks like Hungary is taking away Fez from his opponents. GOAT is actually going to lose the city of Fez here next turn. Does seem like yes, a few horses will probably die in all of the... Wait, he might actually survive. Is there a chance for him to survive? There is a chance, a very slim chance that city will survive. Oh my. Is there? So wait, he kills this horse, right? Maybe the archer kills the horse, maybe this archer kills the horse, or this warrior kills the horse, one of the two, so two horses die. Two remain. He can use the knight. No, he can't. Okay, he cannot stop the two attacks against Fez. Whatever happens here, NaNoBlaze did take out that city center. The other city center of with like city state actually, Hattusa, is being kept by Lazarus. That's gonna be Mbande here, Kongo. Khmer has pretty good stats. I mean, not bad. Yeah, Brazil can escape into Khmer. No, he has pretty good stats. Yes, I mean pretty good stats except production, unfortunately. Wait, no, I'm talking out of my... We got 108 production on him. Never mind. I take that back. He has production. 69 faith, 108 production, and yes, I do see him with 136 food. Okay, let's see if Fez is gonna be taken down here, and if Fez archers are actually gonna nail these horses. It's the power of the water mills and the farms. Yeah. Yeah, Fez got taken out. Less science. Woo, that was a lot of science on antibiotics. He's down to 69. We got Corndacia here on 44. We got the flow maker here, Theflowgate on 19. And I gotta say, we're also coming up into the medieval era. I do notice not everybody did get their golden age. Fortunately, Kiki didn't get one, and the flow maker didn't get one. Theflowgate. Isn't it better to have, you know, flow maker? Doesn't it have a better ring to it? But he says Theflowgate. It's Theflowgate. Oh, that's a beautiful tile here. Anyway, we're gonna talk about all of the golden ages and of course the options for the session and so on when we get there. Now we got some more knights coming up from Poland. Quite a few of them did manage to get to the city of Manaus and take it down. That city is already under siege, put low in health, and pretty sure it's just a hit away from being taken over. While he can follow up attacks against Salvador de Bahia, he's slowly tearing apart the Brazilian nation. Temenanki has been built in Cabasa. I have no idea why. Guys, you were... Remember, you were making fun of him building a Temenanki somewhere? He actually built a Temenanki, but not in this city. We were making fun that maybe he's gonna build it here, right? Because at least he had some tiles to use. I'm very confused. I mean, maybe he actually got a Temenanki before because he needed the era score. Maybe he was so close, he only needed like a few points, and he built a Temenanki. You know? Yeah, he needed the era score. I think it's for era score, right? That's for era score. Access, good evening, sir, and welcome. Let's hope it was for era score. Yeah. I mean, that's a sad Menanki, man. Sad Menanki here. It is what it is. Okay, let's put the votes in. Be right back. We got 2 minutes as a pause. Yeah, normally for Poland is quite painful. That is gonna be painful. He definitely needed the culture from Pen Brush and Voice to go for his wing hussars. But to be honest, he did very well to actually go against Brazil over here. Smelled out the weakness and did manage to take over 2 cities at least. Not to mention force Brazil basically into Irel here. He's down to, what is it, Brazil? 25 and 17. That's actually 2 players right now from the homies that are actually down to less than 30 science and what, 30-ish culture. Now we do have Persia with an amazing amount of units, but unfortunately they're starting to get out-teched over here by Australian coursers. We do have them starting to push, and by the looks of it, Persian units actually taking quite a bit of a beating, but they are fighting back, and they're fighting back with a vengeance. You can see the Immortals can do actually damage. I do have to point out they do have a ranged attack, and it's very, very, very strong. Now we do have Faith, minus 25 cost. Looks like heavy calves lose 5 combat strength. That's gonna be bad for the Knights of Poland, and Mbande will gain the 2 Diplo victory points. Looking at this, we do have Ambiotics going for his Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, and yes, I do see he's still on 2, 4, 6, 7 cities. Gonna get his campus out from his capital, more libraries. He's gonna jump up in science quite quickly here, especially since he's 3 turning universities in secondary cities. Now we do have Khmer also with a second Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age. He didn't want to go for his monumentality, and I do see he's gonna start to get pushed here by NaNoBlaze. NaNoBlaze gonna get machinery next turn, and of course the nightmare of Khmer will unfold in front of his eyes. Did we have the reinforcements getting burned here? Yeah. So these crossbows could attack the Hungarian men at arms. Okay, I think they should be able to. Anyway, we do have Persia, unfortunately, in the normal age, still fighting off Australia. Brazil, Dark Age, that's unfortunate. Again, could not manage to get his Golden Age, but at least the Dark Age is going to give him a card to use against his opponent. He has a +5 now, and with the +5, Brazil could actually push back against his opponent, Poland. He did manage to also recruit a general for his coursers, which again is going to give him an extra +5. Very, very valuable over here to outsmart Polish units. We do have Poland, also Kiki, normal age, unfortunately, gonna get his printing and mercenaries in one, and gonna need quite a bit of gold to upgrade his units, but that's one thing they definitely are making. We got Lazarus here with 119 gold a turn. He's definitely getting the gold points. We got also Arepta with 81 science and 71 culture. Looks like he did choose to go against his opponent with just coursers instead of waiting for a stronger technology. And by the looks of it, he's managing to do quite a bit of damage. I would actually want to see the counter attack here. That's 1, 2, 3. Come on, get the 4. Get the 4 in the 5th. Get the 4 in the 5th. He can move here and shoot. He can move here and oh, no, he can't. What? Where's the general? And why is he not here? Oh, it's north, I see. But I think he can still move, right? He has like the better roads. He's still gonna be left with a move, with a bit of move. 20 plus immortals. Oh my god. You know what? Give me a second. I need to get some vitamin C. There we go. Just putting this to the test. Okay, there we go. So he did get the 4th and the 5th. Okay, very nice. I do see also he did manage to get the military engineer general, and he did activate it. So in the city of Susa, he's gonna start building some of those roads. Okay, let's actually see how he's gonna do the river network. He's starting to get men at arms, but unfortunately doesn't have the gold to upgrade his units right now. Okay. Multiple crossbows coming in. Looks like the Hungarian unit did manage to take out the initial horse of his opponent. While Hungary does not have a promotion on this one, he could do more damage and take out another crossbow if he would have actually moved, but he didn't move. There is a single unit here from Hungary that could take over cities, and I don't see him actually sending a unit that could help him, like his own unit, like maybe a black army that would be fast enough to get in there. Finally, Hungary is deploying at least a unit towards the north. Brazil has some corsairs that are getting out of the protection of the borders, leaving them exposed to the elements. And we do have the first wing hussar from Kiki. First wing hussar from Kiki. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like he's doing him justice here. Australia got a scientist. Is it the impactful one? Let's see. What scientist? No. Hit the Guard of Bingen on Poland. Not that he actually had very good campuses, very good holy sites. And Marco Polo has been picked up by Kongo. I do see Congo did also pick Zankian. Hypatia got picked up by Brazil. And we didn't have the Ifadlan. We didn't have Ifadlan. The third merchant with an extra trade route. Yeah, everybody worrying, I guess. Wow, let me actually not... Oh man, these are a lot of cities. A lot of cities. A lot of units, sorry, a lot of units here from Persia. And this is basically death by 1,000 needles from these. They're blocking out the sky, just like in the 300s, man. They are blocking out the sky. Hungary killing Khmer with other city-state left. With another city-state left. Oh, he's actually attacking from the south in Hariharalaya. That city's gone. Another city gone. And with this army, he could keep pushing. Like this is dangerous. We got quite a few levied units from Johannesburg, and it looks like he's managing to push through the Khmerian defense. He's gonna get to the capital city of Corndacia here. That would be the third player that is getting bullied by Chop Yourself from the homies. Now we got also Polish wing hussars going towards the southeast. Looks like they might be wanting to get into on the action here. Corndacia does have Yasudarapura to the northwest, and as you can see, Poland is just happy putting more faith into those wing hussars and sending them on their way. There goes pyramids. Yeah, no more pyramids. I gotta say, NaNoBlaze here, man, made the game. We did have Poland also smelling the weakness and doing exactly what he needed to be doing against his opponent, but man, NaNoBlaze keeping Khmer so well, putting Khmer back in his place so well. You know, we did have also Australia managing to get the defense up against his opponent. He is pushing Persia here quite strong, but I gotta say he needs to be really careful because his production capabilities are not as high to help him rebuild the army that he's losing right now, because he did lose quite a few units, quite a few courses died. One thing to mention is the significant gold gap between the teams. Congo almost double the gold of the other team. Yeah, that's also something very, very important. I gotta say, I did say it from the beginning. When I saw the roster, first thing that popped into mind was where gold, where gold, you know. Yeah, diplomatic quarter coming up in 110 here from GOAT. They did manage to get the Diplo favor, the Diplo points on Congo, right? So Congo will try to go for a Diplo victory. He's to the north of Ambiorix, of course, that would put him in the striking range. But at the same time, if they start losing players left, right, and center entirely, that's going to be a very big problem. Okay, so ranged units are coming towards Vimayapura. We do have the Hungarian units also getting in to the Khmerian capital. These Hungarian units will not only deal the damage against Khmer's units, but also against the tiles. And looking at how much damage they're doing and how quickly, it doesn't seem like Khmer is going to have an answer for this. We do have all of these units also getting the promotions. They're faster, they do have an extra movement, and they're stronger. They do have the Foreign Ministry +4, Oligarchy Legacy, and the +7. Oh my god, it's like +11 units. They don't even need a general, they have their own general. Imagine if he actually sent a general to the city. Yeah, the game might end by then. Yeah, so this is CC in 10 turns or less. I would imagine so, actually. I would imagine so. I mean, probably they're discussing in between themselves, and I'm pretty sure Gaul is feeling very bad giving up on this game because he did very well. And not only that, but he keeps on doing very well. He definitely has a lot more stats than Nzinga Mbande. Unfortunately for him, his allies are kind of dying left, right, and center, and they cannot keep their relevancy into the game, which unfortunately is going to cause a lot of problems during the mid to late game for him. It can be done, don't get me wrong. You can at some point, if you have enough advantage, 1 versus 3, how to say, or 1 versus 2, the world, but that's a very long game, and you need to guarantee, you need to have the assurances that you're actually going to get there. Petit Pascal, bonsoir monsieur. I would say he's kind of dying. He's getting his escape settler here. He was trying to go into trying to get out of there, but unfortunately for him, NaNoBlaze is tearing apart Khmer at the same time, man. Look at that. He's about to take over Vimayapura and Angkor Thom here. And these Winkasars just keep getting bigger and more numerous. Yes, they do have a -5 on them. They did -5 these Winkasars, the heavy calves. Still they are very strong. Baby Apology doing the job. Wait a second, who's Baby Apology? He made a baby? Wait, he got a baby? Oh, Kiki, I see. Wait, Kiki, Baby Apology. Okay. 6 years around Khmer and 1 on the left side of the map. Yes. All of the city-states are next to Khmer. What can I say? He had the opportunity to do everything he wanted with Khmer over here. There was another one next to Gaul, which was raised. Yes, this one got raised, and it looks like we do have a secondary army coming up from Hungary. This time around, he's actually going to put his own men on the line, not going to get them from the city-states. He's going to need to get a general for them, and I'm pretty sure he will. We do have him also right in the face of Gaul. Gaul at the moment does not have enough of an army to fend off attacks, but he does have a lot of science and production. We do need to see what kind of unit is he going to want to defend with against this. Vimayapura gonna be taken out probably next turn, even if the ancient walls are gonna be built into. It's gonna be a bit too late. We don't have a military state. We don't have a cat in the game. Whoa! Poland actually got into the borders of Khmer with 1 single Winkasar, and he's just okay. I mean, he could just take over the cities, right? The other cities with the Winkasars from the north. It looks like also Persia cannot push through Australia's defenses. We do have him with such a big army in the city of Ray, 1 unit basically on each tile, but still not enough, not strong enough to actually go against their opponents and take out cities. The walls are going to go up in the capital city of Khmer, delaying the inevitable over here for Khmer. It looks like also NaNoBlaze is going to need to re-levy those units. We do need to see him finish the job against the Vimayapura, which I'm pretty sure he's going to do it next turn. And of course, we're going to also need to see how Poland is going to manage to get the damage going from the north. Oof, that was an unfortunate moment for that man-at-arm. Yeah, look at that. He's taking out the city. He's not caring about the unit. Why would he care about spearmen? He's taking out the city. Yeah, unbelievable, man. Oh man. Anyway, we do have Salvador de Bahia also being taken out. Poland again with a single wing hussar next to that city center. He's taking out the city, and from the north it looks like Poland is going to move in towards Rio de Janeiro. That city did not convert to his own religion, neither did Salvador de Bahia, and that didn't stop him from taking it over. We do have the religion actually spread in Judaism in quite a few cities, and as you can see, it's spreading very quickly in the Rio de Janeiro city also. The safety settler of Im Palpito could not ever move from Fortaleza. It's still there, shivering in a corner. Wing Hussars taking cities from multiple nations. Woo, woo, yay! yeah. Unless that escape settler from Brazil can escape to space, it's not going anywhere. yeah. I mean, they need to put him, put him on a rocket. Put him on a rocket and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's a better chance of staying alive on a rocket than it is to stay alive in that city center. Just saying, man, just saying. Okay, so this city of Khmer got taken down. We do have the Khmerian army starting to move towards Gaul. Gaul is starting to get his own units out, and yes, he is starting to 1-turn swordsman, 2-turn swordsman here from his cities. That will slow him a little bit. Now, Hungary needs to play the game, just needs to flex a little bit in front of his opponent and slow him down, while he's going to need to let Lazarus catch up to Ambiorix. As you can see, Lazarus in the north and Mbande is managing to get his growth finally. Foreign ministry coming out next turn from Kambasa, and a few theater squares here and there. That's going to be good. Finally, he's getting his magnets to give him quite a bit of value from those trade routes, and now we see the result here. 143 production from Lazarus. Still no industrial zones. This is quite surprising. 10th population next turn from Kabasa. I would imagine next district should be an industrial zone. How many turns to CC? +5 -5? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Okay, so it kind of looks like Poland did break over here Brazil. Slowly but surely he kind of broke Brazil. We do have Hungary also managing to break Khmer, slowly but surely, doing damage alongside Poland. Poland pushing from the north in Kompongsvai. And yes, there is a dome raid that is getting trained over here, but it's going to be a bit too late. And it looks like Poland at the moment, yeah, there we go. It's just one wing hussar deleting cities. That's it. One wing hussar. What do you need to take over cities? One wing hussar. What about the suspicious city of Kongo? What suspicious city? What's a city? What? Oh, you mean this one to the north? How much production does this one have? This is 15 production, guys. This is a 7 pop city, and it's 15 production. That's how good this city is. Poland is a really strong warship. Doesn't need to be that relevant in stats. Just rush wing hussars. Early cuirassiers are so hard to stop. Oh, guys, I'm very curious about something because I had quite a discussion and that left me like, what is going on? Do you... Oh, I see. One player did crash. So I have a question. Do you guys watch? Okay, I have a question over here. Do you know that is on YouTube that trend with reaction videos, and there are quite a few content creators that actually watch videos of other content creators and they react in real time, as in they give their own opinion of the sentence or the idea that is being presented or the concept or you name it. But basically they are watching along, benefiting from the content that somebody else made to get their own views to their own community and so on and so forth. And the big question is, first of all, are you watching these kind of videos? Like, do you watch like I don't know, as Gold takes on something, or SQC, or any one of those big guys over there, or not? Or do you find that actually with quite an ethical problem that the content wasn't originally made by the one doing the reaction video? It's a very hard question actually to ask. Against Poland, you probably rush pikemen. Yes, you probably rush pikemen into parking shots. Although they're not as good as you might think actually to defend the wing hussars, because the wing hussars could manage to push through because of their bonus, right? To do more damage if the unit cannot retreat somewhere. They just have a very good attack. Very good attack. Reaction videos in general, like just the idea about reaction videos, like the concept of having somebody reacting on his own channel to somebody else's work. Basically, react content generally feels lazy. I'm not a huge fan. Very rarely I've seen it done well, but that tends to be done by more niche creators. Yeah, I mean, I've seen conversations that were kept going through reaction videos, and actually it made really good sense. Like for quite a few days, I see them keeping going the discussion back and forth, and I find it nice. But I do agree, a lot of them are actually non-value. Like for example, songs, reaction videos to songs or something like that. Unless you are actually watching like a big producer giving his opinion on that and technical opinion, it's probably the viewership would be limited to other producers, because why would you watch it as a normal, person of any that doesn't have the knowledge to actually know what he's talking about? I think it would be bigger problem if you were forbidding people to make content out of someone else's content. I don't think it's wrong, just really lazy. Okay, makes sense. Reaction videos can be also cool. Yes, I agree on both parts, actually. So I do tend to agree that you do have a very big lazy part, but I'm actually curious how this evolved, because I feel just like you guys have been asking me about this and this and that, and we're talking about on my Discord about this and this and that. Sometimes we share videos, you share with me events and so on. I would imagine the bigger like very big streamers, 10,000 viewers real time and so on, I'm pretty sure there will be some part of his community trying to move the content in some way or another, not like naturally, not because they really want to do something like mischievous, not just naturally they want to see, hey, did you see that video? Oh my god, I know this guy is gonna make so much fun of it, and like, can you react to this please, and so on. Like, this is gonna be so much fun because blah blah blah. I know you like this, and I know you don't like this, and this combination of these two is just gonna make it so much better, like and you're gonna have those community members that will ask you to do this. What do you do? Actually, that's the question. What do you do? You do the reaction video. Is it worth it? I would imagine if the community starts to ask you, it is kind of worth it. I only see it as it was said this is bad or good without nuance, and someone is explaining nuances in it. That's also a good point. Kadlar is making a good point here. The reaction videos could actually reveal more nuances to the problem that were initially exposed. Yeah, if it's in more in depth, like an actual. Oh wait, sorry, Spoon was making this comment. Thank you, Spoon. Of whatever the person is watching, instead of just saying wow or cool. Or yes, I totally agree with Spoon here. I totally agree. If you do get some more value out of it, or it adds to the subject, I believe it's good. It's very good. If it doesn't, I watch music reaction videos from time to time. There are people who really can provide valuable feedback, but they are usually experts in some area related. Yes, yes, exactly. On a rare occasion, psychologist or something like that. Exactly, Sponier. Yeah, I totally agree. Turin Fini, Arepta is telling us, and by the looks of it, Poland is managing to take over the capital city of Rio de Janeiro, even though there is a lonely spearman coming out next turn. That's not gonna be there that much longer. We do have also Poland managing to do the damage against Fortaleza, and unfortunately, I don't know where the walls are going, but they're not going up. They're not going up in not one of the cities of Brazil. Wow, that's a problem. I only okay. Package shows can hold wing hussars, but you need a lot. Their only benefit is that they're very cheap. I agree with Blaze Cat Games plus. Yes, fast region, I think. Okay. So thank you so much for the feedback about that one. It's quite a hot topic, actually. It was a hot topic today between me and somebody. Not sure exactly why it got to be a hot topic, but sure. Anyway, looks like Compox Vi. It looks like it's gonna be one more hit and it's gonna be taken down. We do have the Hungarian troops managing to get delevied here. Johannesburg actually said, no, we won't help the Hungarian nation anymore until Persia some more. And of course, as you can see over here, Johannesburg is gonna need to be delivered a box of gold, and there we go. The box of cookies have arrived over here. NaNoBlaze is gonna get the support help of Johannesburg. He's gonna be so, he's so happy to see him back. Oh my God! Forget what I said last night. This today we're all good. Today we're all good. Last night not so good, but it's fine. Just forget. Commendable effort. Yeah, look, Persia. What did Persia do? Oh, he keeps trying to push into Brisbane. I see. We do have Theflowgate over here getting those immortals, shooting to Australia everything he can, but unfortunately those courses are way too strong for him. We do need to see a few more of these crossbows come out to play here from Australia to actually deal the damage against Persia properly. And I gotta say, 2 turning courses is pretty good. His settlers now getting out. He's gonna want to spend these 2 turns. So check this out. He's actually on the defense here. He's getting pushed very strong. Persia's going in. And he's making settlers. Yeah, I mean, that is how confident right now Arepta is. He can hold no problems. Now we do have Mahendra Parvat also being settled over here to the east side while he's losing his main territory. His ally here, Gaul on the west side, is going to need to start defending against Hungary. It doesn't look like Hungary actually made an effort to build a very big army, but he is sending a few of these griefers, the black armies, to try to pillage as many times from the Gaul as possible, giving himself some extra gold. And of course, not the gold is the important thing here. The salt from the tears of the Gallic mines is the gold here. We're going to need to see if these Hungarian units are going to manage to feast on the tears tonight. Well, by the looks of it, they did manage to take out 2 of those. 2 for 2 is good. 2 wing hussars for 2 mines. I think that's pretty good. We do have to see if he's going to manage to get a lot more units here. And as you can see, in the capital city of Khmer, we do have those units of Hungary, levied units from Hungary, managing to put that city under siege. And slowly, these crossbows are going to start to deal the damage. I gotta say here, there is quite a bit of strength on these men at times if they want to attack into the city center, and they will slowly take it down. And that was it for Palpito. Palpito, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Oh, Palpito. Oh, that's a 4 versus 3 situation right here. Kiki did manage. So wait, Kiki, the baby apology, right? This is baby apology. Must be something there. There must be something. Is apology mentoring Kiki here? Because you kind of see it in the moves. Let's actually see if Kiki is going to manage to also get those cities from Khmer. He did take 1, Kompong's Vai, and he does have 4 of these wing hussars ready to go for the next ones. And guess what? He's buying an apostle. Wait, he bought the wrong apostle. He actually bought the apostle of his opponent religion. No, Kiki. No. Kiki, that is wrong apostle. If is he gonna realize he actually bought the wrong apostle? Kongo head of gold now in science. Yeah, yeah. Kongo, it's running away. It's running away with this. Frankwari Golden Age 111, culture 10. Remember, ambiotic season, a pen brush and voice. He's gonna lose quite a bit of this culture, but so will Nzinga Mbande lose quite a bit of its science. I'm pretty sure we don't see the full setup yet here. He was building his. No, he didn't actually get to build his universities, and I'm pretty sure Gold did build his universities. Yeah, you do see them here. We do have gold still with age in production, not for long, as finally industrial zones are coming out from Congo, and yes, he's still building a few theater squares here. He's gonna get spied on by the Gaelic nation, and we do need to see what's happening here. How fast can Hungary deal the damage against Khmer's capital? Let's see. Bam, one shot. Oh, I'm pretty sure the walls are going down in 2 turns. No problem. No problem here. Poland can also one-shot most of the units of Khmer, so these wing hussars are going to manage to make quite a bit of a splash, pun intended, in the cities of Khmer and in the units. As you can see, the walls taken down by the crossbows. These Hungarian troops don't seem to actually spend their health there. Not yet, at least. They do have some experience on them, so I would imagine promotions are going to be available if they do manage to keep their health up. It looks like they are keeping their health up if they do attack into the city center. Not a problem, not a problem. Now, Australia did get his settlers out, moving towards the west side to get a few more cities. I'm pretty sure he wants to get this one to the north of Adelaide. Why is he not moving here? No, no, no. I mean, that one is good as well, but go coast, go coast. Anyway, we do have a few more cities over here to the west side of Canberra. Gaul can't win. Rest in peace to little Gaul and no one to trade with. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now they're making like in total 30 gold. 29 gold. That's not good. That's not good. Because they're losing over here on... actually, Ambioris is negative. He's going to get his commercial hub next turn in Aduatuca. That's only going to be a... What is this commercial hub and why don't I see it? Oh, it's here. It's a +2. +3. Oh, sorry. +3. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually quite curious where Polish wing hussars are gonna go. Are they actually gonna take on a mission to go through the Hungarian lands to the west side? Or is this gonna be something that he's gonna reposition towards Khmer? Because they kind of need to finish off Khmer here and then move somewhere else. As in take on Persia. That's what's left, right? Persia? Why, hello there, little one. You have arrived. I caught this one, the little one. Actually, she climbed the door. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. She actually grabbed hold of a part of the door and kept on clawing her way to the top of the door. And I was like, you know, coming on the hallway and was like watching this, and I just saw a tail dangling in the, like, where it shouldn't be dangling. It was like very, very high up. And I was like, what? What's going on there? Hello, you little raccoon, get down from there. You know, Mad Beats, another apostle. Wait, oh my god, he did it again. Kiki, Kiki, that's not the good religion. Kiki. I mean, don't get me wrong. Points for the idea. This is a very good idea to have those apostles with you to spread crusade wherever you're gonna fight, so you can actually get the +5. But unfortunately, I don't think he knows those are of different religion. It's fine. He's gonna find out next. Fine. It's fine. He promoted the apostle. Yeah. Yeah. He did. What is this? Indulgence, a favor, getting the 100 gold. Okay. I mean, don't mind if I do. Free gold is free gold. Okay, now we see universities coming up from Congo. I didn't actually see what Kabasa did as his 4th district. Did he get the theater square? Oh my god, he actually got a theater square. So he got he has a campus, government plaza, commercial, and the theater square. Oh, yeah. I was definitely thinking industrial zone here, not theater square. I was definitely thinking industrial zone. I can't say I blame him. He definitely wants more culture, but it feels like he should have gotten the culture from books rather than theater squares. Like he has two right here. I'm pretty sure he can just yeah, look at that. He doesn't have a single book. He needs to get the writers. The writers are much more valuable than this theater square. Okay, now Australia has the good technology to go against Persia. He has calves, and he did have enough gold to actually upgrade them. We do have Lazarus with 280 gold a turn, and Arepta here is gonna rip Persia's units apart. We do have also Poland managing to get the hug of death here against Yasudarapura after the capital city has been taken over by Hungary. We do have the troops starting to move towards the east side, towards the last two cities of Khmer here, and of course need to keep on moving towards Persia. We do see a Khmer did manage to get a settler out. He's trying to get there on the peninsula towards the northeast, but that's going to be a bit of a far away, and we do need to see how much defense he's actually going to manage to put against his opponent here. We do have also the two nations, Hungary and Congo, starting to connect to each other with trade routes, and I would imagine they're going to go for science alliance here. Matthias Corvinus, pen, brush, and voice still on 77 science, is 61 culture. Unfortunately, he did manage to make a lot more army than he actually used. Well, now he's gonna start using it, and he forced Gaul to make an army of his own to defend himself. As you can see, Gaul over here did put a unit on every tile so he can stop the pillage, stop the bleed, and unfortunately that also slowed down Biotics quite a bit. 266 production, 171 science, and 135 culture. His economy in shambles. He's basically relying as an economy to his allies, on his allies that are dying. That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Congo single-handedly making 9 times more gold than the entire team. Even Hungary's 2 times. Yeah. The gold per turn is definitely an issue here. 100% an issue. So we're just watching the final days of Khmer with more wing hussars on the way. I would imagine the cities of Persia is going to be next. We do have a few of these pikemen coming around to try to fend this off, but I would imagine they're not going to be as strong, especially in the next part, and especially against wing hussars that will have the promotions on them. They are starting to get quite a few promotions going because of how many hits they're doing, how many experience points they're acquiring. Now, on the west side, more of these Congo's theater squares are coming around. Finally, he's getting the writers. He did manage to get, let's see, actually see. He's on 7.5 great writer points a turn, while Poland is on 7. I would really say he would need to roll a few projects over here to secure these. Unfortunately, he didn't roll the projects when these were like 30 points, and now he's going to need to spend 60 points. That's a lot longer, significantly longer to get the points in. And that's a GG. We did have also Newton being picked up over there as the last one. Looks like Chop Yourself is gonna go through the next stages. That's what I'm hearing. Chop Yourself here did manage to go through, and we did have on the other side, unfortunately, the homies did not manage to hold their borders, and nor did they manage to hold their cities after a very good beginning, taking over the settler of his opponent, Kongo, over there in the north, leaving him without his pants on. Unfortunately, they couldn't get to the panties, and it looks like they had to GG. We did have Gaul making quite a bit of an impression, making a good amount of sim, but unfortunately, as you've seen, it didn't matter because his allies were going down. Let's actually see if we do have any post-game chat. Give me a second here, because I'm not that familiar with the players and so on, and where they are and so on and so on. 2, 4, 6. Okay, we can go there. Give me a second. I need to put special equipment, special debrief equipment. This is approved special debrief equipment. Okay, they're very excited. I don't really want to interfere over here. I'm pretty sure they're gonna watch the how to say, the replay, and it's not like we had that many questions afterwards. So I'm pretty sure we did say what we needed to say in the video. I do want to say thank you so much if any of the players are gonna watch this. Thank you so much for allowing me to stream, and I do hope you had quite a bit of fun in the game as we did streaming it. I do also want to say thank you so much for the follow and for the subscriptions. Much appreciated for the bits and for everybody that and for everything that you are supporting the channel with. Thank you so much, sirs. You are awesome, and I do hope we're gonna keep on growing. You do have my schedule on Discord. I'm gonna soon update it with the CWC games. I'm also looking for games tomorrow and on Friday to see exactly what we're gonna have in between the CWC games. We do have 2 of them on Saturday and Sunday. They are live. The whole schedule for the CWC is live right now on the website. You can take a look at civ6worldcup.com and take your pick over there of what game you want to watch during the weekend. I hope it's gonna be with me. Have a great evening, and I do hope you enjoyed your time with me tonight. Let's see each other in the next one. Bye. We didn't get yet to 50. Yes, we didn't get to 50. Have a good evening.